I want to take a moment at the beginning of this video to share a very important public announcement if you consider yourself part of the remnant. We have our monthly meetings every month here in Missouri, and it's going to be a little different this month. On Memorial Day last year was our very first Missouri meeting. So in order to kind of honor that and celebrate that, as well as just participate in Joe's fishing trip and being able to work with the prison ministry throughout the entire weekend. So instead of it being a one-night event, it's going to be a 3-day event. We'll have camping available. We'll be doing bonfires for 2 nights. It's going to be a great time. So the importance of this message is to let you know that our monthly meeting has been shifted as far as the dates. So instead of having the first Saturday of May and the first Saturday of June, we're just going to combine the two into Memorial Day, into Memorial Weekend. So to just celebrate, it's been 1 year since we started this. So there you go. There will be no May or June meeting. They're going to be combined into Memorial Day. So I'll be sending out an email as well. If you're not getting my emails, let me know for sure. Other than that, hope to join you. All those links are going to be below. Please let us know if you're coming for food reasons. Many years ago, when my kids were kind of in the 5 to 10 range, a couple of them really wanted to go hunt a snake because they saw on TV how good they were to eat. They just wanted to try it. So I'm terrified of snakes. It's something that, I don't want to go hunt no snakes, but I kind of bravely, if my 8-year-old wants to go, I guess I'll go. So we went to this creek that there's always snakes. Every time I go down there, you'll see a snake. Every single time, a lot of snakes in this particular creek. And we caught a snake and we took it home and cooked it. About a week later, I was jogging that creek. I used to like to jog the creeks because it was way better exercise, kind of navigating the stones and the water and stuff. And I was jogging that same creek and I was praying, and I actually prayed just kind of about servancy to God. And I was reminded of the story of Abraham when he was sacrificing his son, and then God stopped him, or an angel stopped him at the direction of God. And there was a ram there that had his horns caught in a thicket, just there, waiting for them. They didn't have to go hunt it or catch it, or it was already there. God provided it. And for some reason that stuck out. And I kind of thought, well, he's going to do that for me. I literally, right as I thought that thought, there was this small pool of water, and all of a sudden it just stirred. And I turned to look, and what had happened was a giant water moccasin had captured a fish. As I walked by, it stirred up the fish, and the fish moved, and the water moccasin tagged it. So it was really the combination of me walking by, stirring up the fish to move over by the water moccasin, and the water moccasin getting it. But water moccasins in Missouri are terrifying. But I knew that snake was for me. I know that sounds strange, but I knew it was for me. So I took a kind of a fork-shaped stick, which is how I catch him. I don't catch him with my hands. And I grabbed him by the back of the neck, and it was pretty easy because he had a giant fish in his mouth. Now, he immediately spit the fish out and then wiggled out from my little trap. He got out of it. I got in the water with it. I knew it was mine. I knew that God had provided that for me. It was my fault for not catching it the right way the first time, so I was going to go in and get it. And I literally went into this chest-deep water, small pool of water. There was nowhere for the snake to go. There was really, at that point, nowhere for me to go either. And I went after that snake, and I caught that snake. And I share this story because there's no way I'd do that again. There's no way I'd get in the water with a water moccasin. When I had them on the land, at least, or by the land, it was at least my advantage. And I don't know what happened that day, but I do know when God tells you something, that not only will he make sure that you're okay when you're doing that thing, but somehow he takes the fear away. And I don't know what that is. I really just don't know what that is. And I share this story because A lot of the things that I'm doing right now for my health and fitness is scary. I'm just gonna be real honest. Every time I go to judo, every time I go to jujitsu, every time I go to kickboxing, I'm scared. I'm gonna be real honest. I keep driving forward, and I go in and I participate, but I am scared. And this feeling of fear is extremely important to understanding what it is we should be doing for God, because most of the things that He has for us, the enemy has put up things that scare us, to make us go, you know what, I'm not going to go get that thing. That thing that God just provided for me, I'm not going to go get it. It's too scary. And there's little things like even that drink I'm drinking that my friend made, the one that's made with the peppers, the Trinidad scorpion peppers. You know, and talking to him, he said that's kind of the point of it, is it drives a little bit of fear into your system because you're afraid to drink it. And it is that fear that actually boosts your metabolism and boosts your production of enzymes in your body. It's really an incredible thing. So I share these stories with you just really to say, you know, as God's showing you things and telling you things, they're going to be scary, many of them. Many of them are going to be glorious and wonderful, and you're going to want to run to them. But many of them are going to be scary and you're going to want to run away from them. And it's those things that you need to just walk forward into. And not only is He going to protect you during that moment, but He's going to somehow take that fear away. I don't know what that is. You know, there is no way I would get in the water with a water moccasin here in Missouri. There's no way. But I did it that day because God said, this is yours. I gave you this. I've provided it for you. It's not my fault you messed up the capture. Now go get it. So, you know, I don't really, honestly, you know, no, I hope this helps people in some way. I believe that most of our blessings are going to be countered by some sort of a scary lie from the enemy. And that scary lie keeps most of this world away from their blessings. But it's time that the remnant stand up and walk straight into scary things, knowing that God's with them, just like David, when he knew everybody was afraid to fight Goliath. And his words were something to the effect of, who does this Philistine think he is to defy the armies of the living God? I'll go kill him. And then he just went and killed him. Because God not only delivered him safely, but God also gave him the courage to do it. Because it was a thing of God. It wasn't a thing of this world that was scary. It was a thing of God. And he knew that he had God on his side, that God ordained him to destroy Goliath in that moment. So I hope this video helps. I don't really, honestly, as I thought about making this video, a lot of it I wasn't really sure what I was going to talk about. But here you go. I really hope it helps. Defy the fear. So, you know, any thoughts or insight on any of this, you know, definitely put it below, you know, but again, most things I'm doing to change my body, they're scaring me a little bit. You know, I could play tennis or go bowling or lift weights or something, you know, but I'm not. This is what I chose to do. But God said do it. I'm a little scared of it, but I walk into it every single time. So it's important we begin to do this as the remnant of God. So I hope this video helps. Any thoughts or insight, definitely put it below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel with Patreon. That link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests. So please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.